Look, the truth is, I haven't told you everything about how I'm able to lose weight so easily, focus so easily, increase my testosterone, and reduce my risk of diseases all at the same time. Because the truth of the matter is, it's all from one thing that I've been gatekeeping from you. Because for one, I didn't know if it was 100% true, so I wanted to use myself as a guinea pig to try it out first before I told you guys about it. And two, I was scared of how some of you guys were going to react if you found out that I use it. But I've been using it now for long enough with no negative side effects personally, and there's also been multiple research studies that have come out to support my claim as well. So I think it's time to come clean. Nicotine is a super drug. Now, before I get into this, I want to make it very clear, this is not professional medical advice, and I'm not saying that you have to do this because I'm not trying to get sued, but there is a significant list of benefits of using nicotine that I have found and the research has found as well that I'm going to share with you right now. The use of nicotine is linked to increased testosterone levels, increased energy levels, focus, alertness, as well as short-term and long-term memory, and just overall brain cognition. But on the other hand, it also decreases things like appetite, anxiety, and risk of common diseases such as Parkinson's, Tourette's,
a small, thick, hairy little penis,
ulcerative colitis.
Okay, so I just shitted my pants on God,
and sleep apnea. Now, if I've done my job correctly, I've probably convinced you that nicotine isn't as bad as everyone else says it is for you, right? So now you're probably wondering, what kind of it do I even get? Where do I even get it? And when do I even use it? And as another disclaimer, if you're under the age of 18 or 21 or whatever the legal age it is for you to buy it wherever you live, I don't recommend that you use it. But if you have a friend who's old enough and he'll buy it for you, cool. But like I said, I don't recommend it if you're super young, like 14, 15, 16 years old. Now, with all the disclaimers finally out of the way, we can finally get down to business. What kind of it should you get? And I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of ashamed to admit this, but I've tried pretty much all of them. And as most of you know, I used to vape for 7 years, and hopefully you know now that sucking on a plastic Chinese cancer stick isn't going to be the best option for you, so we can rule vapes out of the equation. I've also done cigarettes and cigars as well, which in my opinion aren't the best either, because cigarettes have tar in the filters, which is that little yellow thing at the end of it that can get into your lungs. And honestly, both of them are just inconvenient because they make your clothes smell. You have to be outside or somewhere that's smoke friendly to even do it. And plus, they're just expensive as fuck nowadays, so we can rule these out of the equation as well. But the safest, the most affordable, and the most convenient way that I have found to use nicotine personally is through these little nicotine pouches that you can put in either the top or the bottom of your gums. And before you say,
oh, what if it fucks up your teeth and it gives you gum cancer and
you can believe me or not, but I was just at the dentist as well as the doctor's office last month, and the dentist said that my teeth were absolutely perfect with no cavities or anything like that. And the doctor said that I have no signs of cancer or any of the diseases that I mentioned before. And he also said that I'm in the 99th percentile for overall health for people in my age group. And if that's still not enough for you, there is countless far more well-known people than me that are 10 times more successful than all of us that not only use them, but they openly support the use of them and just nicotine in general. And I'll throw up a bunch of proof on the screen as I'm saying this if you still don't believe me. So now you know what kind to get. Now, how do you get them? And you've probably honestly seen them advertised before, you just never realized it or never even thought about it, because they sell them at pretty much every gas station that I've ever been to. And depending on which gas station you go to, they sometimes have deals on them, which can make them cheaper. Like, for example, this brand in particular and the gas station that I go to, they sell them 2 packs for $5, which is better than most places and most brands where 1 pack is like $6 or $7. And you can also buy them online and have them shipped to your house, because I know guys like Tucker Carlson came out with his own brand for them. But if you still live with your parents, obviously you don't want a box of these coming to your fucking door and having to deal with the consequences of that. So I recommend just going to a gas station and getting them from there. So far, we've covered what kind of them to get and where to get them. Now, when do you use them in order to get the most out of them? I mainly use them for the decreased appetite and the focus benefits. So for example, I'll throw one in when I'm fasting in the morning to kill the craving for food, which is why I've been able to stay, relatively lean pretty much year round. And 2, I'll throw one in when I'm doing something that requires me to be fully locked in and focused, like recording, for example, like I have one in right now. But if you're going to have one in just to sit around and do nothing, you're not going to get the most out of them. Because like I said before, the biggest benefits for me personally are the increased focus and the decreased appetite. And if you pair this with some type of caffeine, like black coffee, for example,
cigarette, cup of coffee, back in the game.
The combination of caffeine and nicotine will make you feel fucking unstoppable. It's the only reason that I'm able to train 2 hours a day and work 10 to 12 hours a day without having to take breaks or take naps or even eat for the first 4 to 6 hours that I'm awake. And to be honest, I'm still debating if I even want to post this video because of how much of a superpower this genuinely is. But if you're watching this right now, just know there's a reason that they're trying to get these banned off the market. And they might even take this video down. So if you're watching this video right now, share this with as many people as possible in case it does. But let me know how this goes for you if you do end up trying them out. And oh, I also forgot to mention, they do come in different levels of milligrams, which means how strong they are. And these ones in particular are 9 milligrams. But if you're not used to having nicotine in your system, do not start with these. Start with the lower ones, which is 3 milligrams, I believe. And over time, you can work your way up to 6s and 9s if you want to. But like I said, that is entirely up to you. But if you want more secrets like this that don't always make it into these videos, you can join my free Telegram or sign up for a free one-on-one call with me, and I can expose a bunch more of the secrets of the universe, just like I have today. But thank you for watching. Remember, success is not the best revenge. It's the only revenge. And I'll see you in the next one.